All right, hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a very different type of video than we've had in the past, I would have to say. It's been a while since we have posted content for a number of reasons, and that has been because, you know, we found out that I was pregnant, and I was just kind of getting through that, you know, the morning sickness, all that craziness. And then we ended up getting some news, and then we were kind of taken back by that as well. So it's been some weeks since we posted content. I feel like it is necessary to be transparent. I feel like transparency is freedom in all cases. I feel like the more you are open, the more you can release things and heal from things. Okay. So just recently, I was having some problems one morning when we woke up, and I was about 12 weeks pregnant, and I was spotting very little. So that morning we decided we were gonna go to the doctor, like, just to kind of figure out. I called my doctor, and my doctor was just kind of like, oh, that's normal, don't worry about it, you know, kind of thing. But I didn't have peace of mind, like, you know, and I asked him, I'm like, you know, what do you think we should do? And he was just like, if going to the doctor is gonna give you peace of mind, that's what you need to do, kind of thing. So that's what we did. So I went to the doctor, and pretty much, long story short, and without going into too much detail, because this video is hard enough to talk about as it is, they couldn't find my baby's heartbeat. So yeah, so basically, you know, then they told me, you know, you're having a miscarriage kind of thing, and, you know, we're sorry. Like, this is at the emergency room, so they're not my normal doctor, kind of thing. So it was a lot. So we ended up going home, and they scheduled an appointment for me to see my normal doctor or whatever. So this was on Saturday night, on a Saturday night. I wasn't gonna be able to see my doctor until Monday. Mind you, I really didn't have a consistent doctor throughout this whole process, but we may elaborate on that more later on. But so yeah, so it was a lot. Like, I feel like it was very, very emotional. I actually have a recording of the very next day after finding out, and it was just all fresh. Everything was, it was literally the very next morning. So
I didn't know you did that.
Yeah. Yeah, and he didn't. I actually have like 2 different recordings, because I was trying to keep some type of diary, in a sense, of what I was thinking, how I was thinking, because I'm not really a very emotional person anyway, I don't feel like. So I don't know, I just felt like that was gonna help me in some kind of way. And it did, because I was able to look back at my progress throughout this time. But so here go. Let's just go ahead and yeah. So today is the morning after finding out that the baby is gone. Cancel my gender reveal. So everybody's like asking, you know, why did you cancel your event, you know? So, like, I'll be fine, and then someone will ask me, And then I end up like this, you know. It's just one of those things where you just never think it'll happen to you, you know? And I know I'm not supposed to question like God's plan and everything. I just don't understand why he had to take my baby. Like, I've been through so much in my life. And like, I was really starting to feel like happy again. And then to find this out, you know. But I have to believe that, you know, it's for a purpose. Like, he must have needed the baby more than me. And maybe he felt like I needed more time. I don't know. Like, we didn't plan the baby. I wasn't ready. I didn't feel like I was 100% ready, but like, once you already have it in your head, like, it's like, okay, you know, we're excited. How the baby's going. And it's like, dang, like, it's just wild. But maybe me going through this experience, like other things I've been through, there will be other people that can relate to that, you know? And I can help them with understanding and dealing with these kinds of things. I'm just constantly trying to, like, people are telling me, like, it's not your fault. And I think that's the main battle that I'm dealing with. Feeling like it was my fault, you know? So maybe I'll be able to help someone else so they don't feel like that. God forbid anybody goes through it, but you know. I'm gonna be alright. I know James has me, has my back. And my family. And all my friends, you know. And people are really trying to be there for me, and I'm just not letting them right now. And if I did that to anybody, I'm sorry. part of my story. It's just another test. It's part of my testimony, you know, and I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna be alright. Okay, so I know that was probably a lot. James had never seen that video before today. I mean, I don't know. What do you think about that video before I move ahead?
Well, we talked about it, so I ain't never seen that interview, but we talked about similar things that you was talking about in the video.
Mm-hmm. Well, I definitely, like, after seeing that video now, because I haven't watched it since I recorded it. Like, I never went back and rewatched it. And I can definitely say I'm in a different place now than I was when I first recorded that video. The hurt is still there. I feel like it's one of those things that will be with me for the rest of my life. Like, you know. But I feel a lot stronger. Like, I can actually talk about it without breaking down and stuff. I don't know.
We might still do something November the 20th. Maybe.
That was the date for our gender reveal initially, which we actually are supposed to still find out what the sex was. A lot of people are telling us that we shouldn't find out the sex, but I want to know.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Like, I still want to know. But, yeah. I don't know. I think the most interesting part about this whole process, it's like, for me, it's like I went through, like, the very beginning, first couple of days were very emotional. Like, very emotional. And then it's like, I feel like once I started to somewhat get through the emotional side, the physical part hit me, you know, like, yeah, I don't even want to talk about that. It just, it wasn't good. But, we ended up in the hospital, again, after the initial, like, day that they told us that I was having a miscarriage or whatever. But, I don't know. At the end of the day, it sucks. I didn't realize how many people go through miscarriages. Like, it's one of those things people just don't talk about until it happens to someone. Like, I've had so many women that are in my life, like, express to me that they had a miscarriage, and I hate that for them, but it made me feel like, okay, so it wasn't just me. Like, you know, like, a lot of people are like, it's not your fault. Like, it's something that happens early in pregnancy's first trimester. And I wasn't really hearing it until I heard it from him. Like, don't feel like it's your fault. Because I really, like, I already had health problems prior to being pregnant. Blood pressure problems, just, you know, all that. To where I felt like he felt that it was my fault. So it really took for us to have that conversation for me to feel like, okay, it's not, like, you know, I wouldn't have made it through this process without him, like, for sure. Like, I don't know.
You're the strong one.
Wouldn't have been without him, that's for sure. And my family, that I have certain family members that just weren't hearing it. They were gonna call regardless. They were gonna come by. Friends that were like, you know, and I respect my friends that gave me my space too, but I really, really appreciate the people that made it a point to let us know that we're loved, you know. Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we can find out the gender. They said, which we should have got a call from them this weekend.
Mm-hmm. We probably will on Monday. We probably will Monday. They had to take my some things back for labs to help figure out what happened, and they did the genetic testing, and that's the thing too that bothers me. We had just had a doctor's appointment like a couple of days prior, and I think a lot of women that go through that first trimester, like your doctor's appointments are so spaced out to where you kind of like, you're concerned or worried, you know. And I think that typically doctors kind of brush it off because they're like, you know, if something's wrong, you'll know. So I feel like what happens in the beginning, they kind of just be like, oh, you know, everything's fine. Don't worry, you know. You'll know if something's wrong. And typically that may be the case. But I had to go to the doctors pretty often because of my blood pressure and stuff, but you don't really get ultrasounds very often really while you're pregnant, period. But like, you get your confirmation like ultrasound, and then they typically wait until 12 to 15 weeks until you get another. So I was just about to be due for that ultrasound. So it's like, I'm glad we didn't get to that point and then I find out, because I feel like that would have been a very like exciting day, like, oh, we get to see the baby, you know, and then get there and find that out. I'm still upset about the fact that I called my doctor and told them, hey, this is going on, and they were like, oh, everything's fine, like, you know, they kind of brushed it off, you know.
If it wasn't for her basically saying, forget what they talking about, we're going to the hospital.
Yeah, trusting my gut.
We wouldn't have known until another 5 days,
Mm-hmm.
5-6 days for our appointment.
Yep. You know, it sucks. It all sucks, period. Like, I feel like whenever I would have found out, but I don't know. It was very frustrating. But I don't know. Seeing that video really just made me like, I definitely I've come a long way within this week, but it will probably change me for a while.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna be smarter for the next one.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it's something good came out of that storm. Like, you know, we definitely came a lot closer. Our bond came a lot closer.
Been through a lot in the past week and a half. I'm talking about the miscarriage, arguments, grieving, yeah. Our relationship has really been tested for the past 2 weeks, really.
For sure.
Most definitely. We still together out of pure love. Ain't been no lust going on.
Yeah. So, I mean, I hate that this happened. And this is a very, very different video from a lot of my other videos, but and I know some people probably won't understand why, you know, we're even talking about this. You know, a lot of people don't talk about things like this, but I am hoping that this can help change that, you know, because there may be other people that didn't talk about it and felt like it was their fault, or, you know, need help healing, and I don't know. I wouldn't have known how to get over it had there not been people that had been through those situations that helped talk me through it as well, kind of thing. So,
naturally, it's one of those disappointed. You know, you disappointed, embarrassed, because you done made all these plans and invited all these people for stuff, and you know, we're not embarrassed, but you know,
yeah,
it's kind of like, dang,
it's a disappointment.
yeah, all the way around. It's crazy. I ain't never been through one of these, and I forgot all about the process of passing the miscarriage, and that got that got crazy.
You someone went to the
I'm
doctor
like,
the second time.
I forgot about this part. We went to the doctors, and they said, because normally you either get a pill to clean out your, you know, everything,
Speed up the process,
or they go in and get it, but her body already reacted to what was going on
naturally.
So yeah, so she decided to do it, you know, naturally, and that's no joke. It's no joke at all. And give them some tips if somebody is going through that, as far as like the process.
Well, I definitely would recommend you go pick up your prescriptions. that was something.
If they prescribe you 800 milligram ibuprofens,
Oh my gosh.
Make sure you get them.
Listen, in that Zofran for nausea, because listen, my pharmacy is horrible, and I was avoiding going to pick up my prescriptions. In the first like couple of days, there wasn't much physical pain. Like it was all emotions I was really dealing with. But
so we found out on Saturday,
mm-hmm.
and the actual process of the body, you know, discharging everything. When was that? Wednesday? No, today is Sunday.
It was like Thursday.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah.
I'm like, I forgot about this part.
Yeah, it took some days.
Just hit us.
Yeah, and I so definitely take those meds to help with like the cramping and stuff.
Get some big old pads or some diapers too.
Yeah, I call them diapers. Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's definitely and it's one of those things that, I mean, everybody's body is different, you know, and Google is, listen, I've been Googling so much stuff, it's not even funny. But I've been trying to like Google things like how to help me prepare for this. I had no idea how
she had labor pains.
It was crazy. And once again, it's like a whole nother level of love I feel like I have for this man after him taking care of me through this process. That's all I'm gonna say. Because, child, it's been a lot. It has been a lot. The fact that I am able to even smile right now after this week, I feel like is a blessing, because
I tried not to leave her side through this process.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be gone for about 2 or 3 hours. She get mad about that, but you know, other than that, I try to.
I feel like I was already like that prior to, but I feel like now I'm really like, don't go, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, very codependent.
I'm telling you, our relationship's been tested.
For sure.
We almost broke up 2 days ago. For real.
Listen, emotions just been everywhere. Everywhere. That's the best way to put it. Mm-hmm. But I love this man very, very much, and this made me want a family more. Like I wanted kids. I didn't want them at the time, you know, but, you know, we were gonna do it, of course. Like, you know, we were excited. But now I'm to the point where it's like, now I'm like, okay, I'm ready to have a family now. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it's just because this just happened or what, but now I'm like, okay, babe, so we're gonna get everything together, get everything situated.
I think what it is that a lot, you know, you could talk about what you're gonna do. You could talk about it, you know what I'm saying? But when it's really, you have to stop talking about it and actually be about it. Those are the past 2 weeks has been one of those situations.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if it was anything to break us up, we dealt with it.
Yeah. And we have no ties to each other. Like, I feel like, you know, people stay in relationships and situations and stuff because of certain reasons, maybe kids or marriage or whatever, or even because they've been together for a long time. Like, I can genuinely say, like, I just want to be with him because I want to be with him. Like, you know, like, I don't know.
We've been grieving, and then that turns into questioning, you know what I'm saying, ourselves. And, you know, I was so busy trying to be, you know, strong for her and be her man, you know, in her time of need, to the point where, never mind. Anyways, we ain't even gonna say it. But I felt like she thought I was being insensitive about the situation.
Yeah, well, that's a real thing. And it took for my doctor to kind of have to, like, clear that up for me as well. Like, people just be reading my little mind, because she was like, you know, don't feel like your partner, if they aren't grieving the same way as you, or, you know, their emotions are different than yours, like, don't look at that. Because I felt like I was, like, very sad about it, emotional about it. Like, initially he was, but, like, we've been off for quite some time, you know, giving my body time to heal. And he stayed off with me every day. But, you know, like, I was emotional and everything about it. And he was just kind of, you know, strong, which I realize now he was being strong. But I was like, are you not hurt? Like, you know, you not care about our baby?
So
like,
how I deal with grieving is I keep on moving instead of trying to sit in that. So, you know, I try to keep on moving. And it could probably, on the outside looking in, it could probably look like, oh, he don't care, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't that at all. That's my baby at the end of the day, too. So,
yeah. I know.
I told her, I said, what do I look like? We both broke down over there, like, you know, me crying and you crying.
He's like, I gotta be strong for you. Yeah. And he had a good point. So
I keep on telling her too. I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. It reminded me of that.
Don't worry about that. I ain't going nowhere. I'm right here.
He's like, I don't care how much you keep trying to push me away.
Man, she been mean to me.
We're gonna leave it out.
Man, I literally feel like we get through this, as you know, we get through anything, really.
Yeah, for sure. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. But I don't think I would have been able to deal with this with anybody else. Like, I don't know. You handled me very well.
I appreciate you for being strong. Not being too mean. I ain't got no scratches, no bruises. I ain't bleeding. No stab wounds, no none of that. So.
I've been in here chilling.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like we've never been around each other this much consistently. No work, no, just us, you know. Us. It's been very interesting.
A lot of people look a little shaky out here.
Yeah, I will say this experience showed me who genuinely cares about me. And I feel like if you weren't someone that I consistently talked to prior to, you know, I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna leave that out. I'm gonna edit that out. Well, hopefully this wasn't too much.
So with the people that probably thinking, you know, that she's or we are being rude or whatever the case may be, we just want our space. And for the people, we give people the time that we talk to every day before all this happened or whatever the case may be. So for the people that's trying to check on her, we just need some time and space right now, but we'll get back to you.
Yeah, like, don't take it personal. Like, you know, like, if you aren't someone that I talk to on all my good days, you're not going to be someone that you're not the first person I'm thinking of to explain something to on a bad day.
Right.
If that makes sense. Like, you know, people that are around me consistently, they didn't have to hear this from anyone else. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's someone that checked on me consistently anyway. Kind of thing.
When everything is good.
Yeah, like, so it wasn't out of left field for them to know what was going on, because they probably were going to be checking on me anyway, or spending time with me anyway. And it's, once again, I appreciate anyone that has reached out or tried to check on me, you know, but I just don't, if I already wasn't sure about our relationship prior, you're not one of the first people I'm going to vent something so close to me too, you know. And that may sound weird considering the fact that I share things with everybody, but that's on my own time. You know, I feel like I had to get to this point to where I could talk about it freely like this. I couldn't even really talk to him about it those early days. You know what I mean? I was still processing everything myself. But people that I talk to consistently, that I trust with anything, I would vent to them to help me understand those things, you know.
And we appreciate y'all for reaching out.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
anybody. Whether I got an answer or not, we appreciate y'all.
Yeah. So, hopefully this video maybe gave you some clarity. If it didn't, I'm sorry.
And this is the reason why the gender reveal got canceled.
Yeah. And
a lot of people probably still think that it's on, because we didn't reach out to everybody, you know. But we did cancel it.
I just can't wait at the end of the day for my rainbow baby to come. I am confident that I will have my rainbow baby.
And I told her we're going to work on her health. Well, both of our health. We're going to plan better. And we're going to be better next time.
Well, hopefully this video wasn't too much. Yeah. I haven't done this in a while. I don't even remember, you know.
We're about to get back on it.
Yeah. Stay tuned for more content. I needed some time to get myself together, you guys, but
and we move rooms and stuff.
Yeah, so don't even pay attention to my backdrop right now. those just got thrown up on the wall. Like, we still, just bear with me. I just need to get on here and talk to the people, okay? All right, y'all. Well, until next time, till y'all see me and my baby again. Bye.